Young standing in midcourt. There's the whistle. We're set for second half action. They skip it into Bazell, and we are underway. LSU Shreveport in the road navy blue uniforms moving left to right in the second half. Bazell near the left wing kicks it out to Bingham. He'll fire up a quick three off the back iron. No good. Clearing the rebound for Life. That is Bryant. A little bit different look for Life to start this second half. As driving the lane, that is Reese. And they call it charge. Stepping up to take the charge, that is Washington, who gets the surprise start here in the second half. And Bryant picks up his first foul. That's team number 1 of the second half. 19:40 to go second half. Score remains 56-37 in favor of LSU Shreveport. As we had an official stoppage of play, and now two of our officials will confer near midcourt. As they call number 2, that is Reese. It was not Bryant, so Bryant still with 0 fouls. Reese picks up his second. So we're back underway with the basketball. Bingham bounces at baseline for Parker, who hits the shot off the glass. Parker, now with 19 points, regains the scoring lead for the Pilots. Floater in the lane is good from Myers. Myers now with 14 points. 58-39, teams trade baskets here in the first minute of the second half. Washington between the circles. Dribbles one, skips it left side to Parker. Down high post, he gives it to Bazil. Now skips it over to Bingham. He'll fire up a three, bingo. 11 points for Bingham. And now heading the other way, that is LSU Shreveport. Bazil gives it off to Young. Young dribbling around the arc, defended by Hooper. The correction, that's Reese. Now Bingham skips it back over to Young. Shot clock down to 15. Parker pulls up his dribble. Pass tipped, but it's saved momentarily by Bazil. They work it back out to Parker. Free throw line jumper is good. Parker now 21 points. 63-39 your score, 18-14 to go. Three-pointer on the way is good. Off the hand of Rouse. Rouse, who sat with 2 early fouls. That's his first field goal of the ball game. Rouse comes in averaging right around 9 points per ball game. And Eric Young answers for LSU Shreveport. 65-42, the floater no good, and a foul called against Bazil. Bazil has just picked up his 3rd foul. So one of the few negatives we've seen from LSU Shreveport, they've shown a penchant to getting into foul trouble, as Davenport picked up 3 first-half fouls. Bazil early in the second half now with 3 fouls. And Myers at the line for Life University. He hits the first one. Off the bench for Life University, that is Pete Driver. Driver 6 points off the bench in the first half for the Running Eagles. One more free throw attempt for Myers. It's on the way and it bounces home. He has 4 of the 7 points in the second half for the Running Eagles. 65-44 your score. Caleb Washington takes a seat as he is replaced, I believe, by Davenport. Davenport did not start with those 3 fouls. Inbounds goes to Bingham. Some full court pressure from Life, but the Pilots break it as Young drives right side. High off the glass, no good. Scramble in the lane. Coming away with it is Parker. Now they work it back around to Bingham. Fakes the 3, drives in. Tries to dump it underneath the Parker, and it's taken away by Life. 2-on-1. Myers fakes the pass, now kicks it over, and they call it travel. Reese would have had the layup. Instead, it's turnover number 11 for the Running Eagles. 65-44. Pilots by 21. More pressure from Life. But LSU Shreveport gets it across the timeline. On the wing, they get it to Parker. 17-footer good. Parker adding to his score, team high scoring total, 23 now. Quick 3 on the way, and an air ball, no good for Reese. And the Pilots head the other way. In the corner, that's Bingham. Bingham drives top of the key. Kicks it underneath, tried to get it to Parker, knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by Bryant. 17 minutes exactly left in this ball game. 67-44, LSU Shreveport on top. Winner plays tomorrow night at 9:45 p.m. As we have a discussion in the lane, I believe we have everything situated, and Bazil will inbound right of the basket for the Pilots. Skips it in across the midcourt stripe. It's picked up by Davenport. Shot clock at 18 as Davenport looks to attack. Down the lane, runner off the glass, good, and he's fouled. Foul whistled against Driver. Second foul for Driver, second team foul. And now Davenport, who had 6 points in the first half, trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Brant's Davenport 83% from the free throw line. He eyes the mark, free throws on the way, it's good. 70-44, Pilots in control. 16:50 to go. Myers thinks about the three, now pulls up, 17-footer, in and out, rebound, skying, that's Young. LSU Shreveport liking to push the tempo, and we certainly see that here. It continues throughout the second half. Floater in the lane, Parker no good, but the charge is taken by Bryant. Parker with his first foul. Second team foul. For life, Sayakocha checks in for the running Eagles. And back in the lineup for LSU Shreveport, that is Greg Shine. Also, Washington set to re-enter, and he'll replace Bazil. 70-44 is your score. LSU Shreveport in front. Dribbling between the circles, that is Hooper, gets it over to Bryant. Bryant on the block, muscles up, shot blocked away by Parker, and the Pilots come away with it. Down the lane, Parker gets ahead of the pack, lays it right side, up and in. Parker, a huge night for the Pilots. 25 points now. Down underneath, that is Driver. Reverse layup, no good. He actually hit the bottom of the rim, and the ball knocked out of bounds by, I believe it was Young. 16:05 to go second half, 72-44. Parker is 10 of 12 from the field tonight, and he leads all scorers. Bounce pass up top, gets it to Bryant, fakes the three, dumps it high post, that's Sayakocha. Wild shot off the glass, no good, and Bingham grabs the rebound, and they whistle a technical foul, I believe, against Sayakocha. And that is his first personal foul. That goes as a team foul, so that's number 3 on the running Eagles. Sayakocha will take a seat on the bench after the 2 technical free throws from Shine. Shine 2 for 2 from the line, 15:55 to go in this second half. Shine, left-handed shooter, eyes the mark, free throw on the way is good. The lead continues to grow for the Pilots, now to a 29-point advantage. Second one on the way is also good. Sayakocha takes a seat as Ferguson checks in for the running Eagles. As it will be LSU Shreveport basketball, as the Pilots had grabbed the rebound after the missed shot and were already heading the other way. Life pressures the inbounds pass as Young skips it into Parker. Gets it over to Bingham. And now Life backs off into man defense. Across the timeline, that is Young. Young pulls up, 15-footer on the way. Good. Young with his 4th point of the second half, 76-44. It's all LSU Shreveport now. In the corner, Ferguson has it. Kicks it out to Bryant. Bryant nearly had it taken away, but kicks it in the corner instead to Hopper, who misses the three-pointer. Rebound taken away by the Pilots. I said Hopper, I meant to say Hooper, my apologies. 15:18 to go second half. LSU Shreveport out to a 32-point bulge. Bingham kicks it near the wing over to Young. Young dribbles around the arc, pulls up, 18-footer on the way, back iron too strong. But following the shot is Bingham. Bingham, the floater in the lane, good. 5 points in the second half for Bingham. He's got 13 in the ball game. 3 players in double figures in the scoring column for the Pilots of LSU Shreveport. We're now shooting 65% from the field. Myers tries to split a double team, and he's fouled on the attempt. They're going to get number 10. That is Shine with the foul, his first. Team foul number 3. Into the game for the Pilots, it is Bazil along with Cody Walker. For Life, checking back in is Tony Reese. He gets it into Myers. We're back underway. Myers looks to drive around the right side, sealed off on the baseline by Washington. Out to Bryant, three-pointer on the way, too strong off the back iron. Rebound tipped into the hands of Bazil. Shine ahead of the pack, right side driving layup, pinned off the glass. That is Bryant, but getting the rebound is Walker, and he is fouled on the pump fake. They get Ferguson for his first foul. That's team foul number 4. And at the line is Cody Walker for LSU Shreveport. Walker on the season, 78% from the line, but he's too strong with the first one. Mark Jackson back in the lineup for the Pilots, replacing Washington. Up off the bench for Life University, that is Ramon Walker. Back end of a 2-shot foul for Cody Walker. Walker Jr. out of Minden, Louisiana. The number 4 seed appears to be on its way to a second-round matchup with either Biola or Montana State Northern. Second free throw is good from Walker. 79-44, 35-point lead with 14-17 to go. Down the lane, Bryant, drop step, high off the iron, no good. Walker with the rebound, and he's knocked to the ground by Bryant. For Bryant, that is his first. He was initially credited with a foul earlier on that was supposed to be credited to Reese. They made the correction, so it is 1 foul on Bryant. 15 foul on the running Eagles. 14 minutes to go. LSU Shreveport with the basketball, up by 35. Shine with the basketball, dribbling near midcourt. Looks to drive, kicks it baseline over to Walker, or Parker, and they're going to call a charge on Shine. That's his second, team foul number 4. 13:51 to go in this second half. For the 2011 Buffalo Funds NAIA Division I Men's Basketball National Championship. This is the 74th annual event and the 10th straight in Kansas City, Missouri. Overall, the tournament has been held here in KC 67 times. On the block, Bryant off the glass and in, and he is fouled on the play. So it will be the 5th team foul on LSU Shreveport, second on Parker. Bingham checks back in for Shine at the 13:38 mark. Bryant trying to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play for Life University. Free throw is short, rebound taken by Bazil. Giving it off to Walker. Walker hands to Bingham. As between the circles, Bingham slows it up with 18 on the shot clock. Bingham gets by one defender, kicks it in the corner for Walker. Walker bounces it underneath for Parker, and Parker is fouled on the entry. He will have 2 free throws. They call Reese for his 3rd foul. That is the 6th team foul on Life University. At the line for LSU Shreveport is Derrick Parker. Parker 8 points in the second half, 25 in the ball game. Free throw on the way is good. Spivey re-enters the game for Life University. He replaces Reese at the 13:15 mark. 80-46 your score. Second attempt on the way, a line drive free throw good for Parker, who's had a huge ball game here this evening. He takes a seat on the bench as checking in first time tonight.